Hey guys, welcome to Speranza. I'm Russ, mate, and I'm going to show you some little skills on how to reduce the size of your stash. Everyone's been there, it gets absolutely jam-packed, and it's really, really annoying. Every single time you want to go into a game or unload your pack, or even just take stuff from Scrappy the chicken, right? Yeah, your stash is just full. I'm going to show you some little nifty little tips, right? So, first things first, when you're in your stash, is you really want to look at sort of what the biggest sort of amount of items you collect on a day-to-day basis are, and that's normally metal, fabric, things like chemicals, a lot of the stuff Scrappy gives you. But there's a lot of stuff, especially when you get to like level sort of, I think probably when you're about level XP level 25 and above, or even just started to get more guns, you started to upgrade some of your workstations. You're going to want to start to get more advanced parts. For example, mechanical components, advanced mechanical components, electrical components, stuff like that. So the first thing that I always do is look at sort of my metal situation, and I will go to the refiner, and I've actually got 36 in my stash, but what you can do is like recycle a lot of your metal to actually start getting mechanical components. This means you can start upgrading some of your guns. You probably will need like medium gun parts, heavy gun parts, light gun parts, etc. To upgrade your guns. But what you can also do is if you've got a lot of mechanical, you can then convert that into advanced mechanical. For example, if you've got some springs lying around, I happen to have 27. I'm going to make a few of these just without even really thinking about it, because I want to start moving my stack, right? So as you can see, I'm actually full. I've got one space. I was two over just a minute ago. I actually didn't show you that, but it's still full. I've just completed a game, and I can't actually get rid of this stuff. Advanced electrical I do need. I'm going to want to recycle some of this. Exactly. Put that back in there. You see that? I can't even put the simple gun parts away. And this is what happens a lot of the time. So again, we need to clear this stash. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, look at some of my metal. I'm going to make some more mechanical parts. This does take rubber, so I'm going to use as much as I can. I will need to get Scrappy in a sec, but I can't even unload Scrappy because my stash is full, right? So next thing I'm going to probably do is start making guns to sort of start moving some of this bigger stuff, like these mechanical components. I've got advanced mechanical, where is it? There's the sensors. But I've got advanced, I've got lots of all this stuff, but I can't really move that. This is a big problem as well, keys. But first thing first is I think let's just start upgrading guns. Without even thinking about it, I'm just going to start using some of this gear to get this up to level 4. I don't think in this game it's worth having guns that are like less than level 3, to be honest, in my opinion. I'm level 75. And when you have weak guns, they just underperform and you end up getting like beaten real quick. It's better to have a fast firing gun, something that you can actually, compete with. So try and upgrade your guns. For example, my Venator needs an upgrade here. Let's use some more parts. Let's use some gun parts as well, I'm going to start looking at some of these other guns then that I have here. So let's have a look at the Osprey. See if I can do any upgrades on here. I need some medium gun parts for that. I happen to be lucky in that I can refine medium gun parts. I do have a blueprint for it. So now I'm going to use some of my simple gun parts, right? To start making some medium gun parts. While I'm here, I might make some heavy gun parts too. While I'm at it. So now I can probably go back in here, I can upgrade this, again use some of my mechanical, use some of the medium gun parts that I have. We're going to see if we can upgrade it again. Yes we can, let's upgrade it again. Alright, let's have a look at some of the other guns that I've got. So Torrente is one of my most favourite guns in the game. Torrente, obviously we can upgrade this. I do need some medium gun parts. Let's go back to the refiner. I don't have any simple gun parts. I can probably get some from Celeste, but I don't believe actually I have any seeds at the moment. Seeds, man.
Need something.
Seeds, no, chemicals. See that, and I don't have enough resources to even buy any, so that's okay. We're gonna make some more space regardless. So the other things are obviously to check all your attachments. So I'm sitting on some attachments here. Silencer 3, compensator 1. There's no point in these sitting there doing nothing. For example, I may as well attach that to something. Like, for example, let's make my Torrente silence. Actually, let's not make the Torrente silence because I think we can make a better gun silence. Let's put it on my Osprey, right? start using the stuff in the stash. Do not sit on it. Just get it on the guns. There's absolutely no point in it not being used. You know, you're gonna probably die, will be accidentally, purposely, quickly, slowly. After many rounds, you will lose the guns. Do not be afraid to lose parts. The parts take up space in your stash, and that's exactly what we're trying to do, is clear your stash. Right? So let's keep clearing. So let's see what else we got. We haven't got any ammo for this. There's a stable stock 3 on there. Ooh, probably won't need it for the Osprey, because the Osprey is more of a sit and snipe. But look, you see, I've got a volcano here where that stable stock 3 is absolutely gonna be nice on here. So again, we move it out the inventory, same sort of vibe. Let's have a look at some other weapons. Let's see if we can upgrade some. Beretta, by the way, I don't know why people sleep on this. This is a great PvP gun. Like, it's so rapid fire that you can pump people full of lead very, very fast with a Beretta. So don't necessarily bin them and don't discount them. They're really, really good guns. You probably need maybe like a heavy in your back pocket, like an amber, to take out some arc. But for raiders, Beretta all day will kill people, boy. So let's keep going. Let's see what else we got. We got all my guns up. All my guns really are almost level 4. We can maybe upgrade. This is what we were trying to do earlier. Now we're run out of medium parts now. These are all level 1. Let's see what I can do with this Bobcat. So the Bobcat's level 1. Let's upgrade it. Might as well use some of the light gun parts. Let's see. I need another light gun part. I wonder if I can just craft that. Let's see. No, I don't. I still don't have the simple gun parts, but I'll get some of that in the raid. So now I'm gonna actually tag it and just start looking out for this stuff, because I do need it. I'll make another video on like tagging suppliers. This is one thing that you really, really must do in this game to know whether you're throwing stuff away or not taking it unnecessarily. Basically, there'll be a little eye icon. You see these little eye icons on the screen. Every time you pick up something in a raid, you'll see this, so you know it's being tracked. I actually have lots of things being tracked. I should probably manage mine a little bit better now, but when I started out, this was totally sort of like a big deal to sort of do from early on. Even now, I still use it now, as you just saw. So let's keep going. So we've still got a stash to clear, right? We can probably see how we're doing. We've made some improvements here. Obviously, I'm sitting on blueprints. I play with players that have probably just started out, that may be a bit sort of lower in XP than I am. But I tend to give blueprints away. I give them to total strangers while I'm playing. It's a nice thing to do for the community, and I really, really hope everybody does that. Even things like security breach lockers, empty the locker, man, throw it all out on the floor, just give it to everybody, man. Let everyone else reap the benefits of it as well. So I'll keep these. I'm not really going to get rid of them. I'll give them away throughout games that I play. And the next one I want to talk about is fabric, right? Fabric, you end up getting lots of it. It takes up lots of slots. You've probably got 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks of fabric, and there's shitloads here. You could sell it. It's worth money. If you need the money, sell it. But I don't necessarily sell it. What I do, when I go into games, I'd like to take the herbal bandages. The regular bandages are absolute shit. They really don't work very well. But in order to make a herbal bandage, you do need the Great Moulin and the durable cloth. I normally have a lot more Great Moulin in this. I've actually been making a lot of herbal bandages lately. But what you can do with it is, let's say I want to make some of this, I'm going to need durable cloth. If your refiner is at the right level, you can build durable cloth. And durable cloth is really good for making the herbal bandage. So now, obviously, if I go to the medical station, I can make a few more of these. Let's make 5 to complete 1 stack. I don't want to create a second slot unnecessarily, so I'm just going to create 1 more stack. We'll make that, and I can create some more Moulin at another time. Let's see what else we've got. So we got all these mechanical components here. I collect and build and refine mechanical components all the time with metal parts, and the next one up is advanced mechanical. So if you go to the refiner and to here, you need mechanical parts to make the advanced ones to upgrade your guns, like what I did before. So while I'm in here, let's use some of the springs as well. Actually, I'll keep some springs spare. Let's make a few of these. Start moving some of that mechanical into advanced mechanical. And then we can see if now I can actually release Scrappy. And this is kind of important because I'm going to repeat some of the process. So I'm at level 5 on the master hoarder for Scrappy. He's a good little chicken, this Scrappy. And he brings me all the important stuff that I need a lot. More importantly, seeds. Seeds are undervalued in this game. When you get to sort of higher XP, seeds become more valuable than money, in my opinion. Money is good for buying stuff, but seeds help you get simple gun parts, canisters, wires, all the sort of bits and bobs to make bombs and to make the sort of stuff that you use on a day-to-day basis doing PvP events. Right? So I'm going to claim all these. I'm going to go back to my inventory, and you see now that my inventory is loaded up. This is another thing, by the way, merge your stacks to press everything back into stacks. Sometimes they get a bit separated. It's a simple one that you should already know by now. So even after all of that, I've now got 8 slots. I've just got all my scrappy parts, and I can still clear this more. Look how much metal I've got here. So what do I do with metal? Straight to the refiner, straight to the mechanical parts, build a few. Let's build 10 of them, so I get 2 stacks. Start to move the metal. Right. Yeah, so I'm still on 8, but now actually I've moved that metal and made mechanical parts, right? And then what do you do with mechanical parts? Make advanced mechanical parts. But I'm running out of springs. I'm probably not going to do that just yet. One thing I can do is make some durable cloth, but I do need the mulin to make that, to make the herbal bandage, as I said before. These are very handy. I believe these are used to make like radar hatch keys and stuff like that. We can go and check. So a radar hatch key. Let's go to my utility station. Radar hatch keys. Yeah, see, they need advanced electrical components. And in order to make them, you need wires and electrical components. So may as well use some of these and offset some of these electrical components that I have. In fact, I'm just going to make a few here. So maybe one, maybe another one, maybe even more. Start removing those electrical components from my inventory, from my stash, right? Now, I could make the keys now and make more, but I don't want to do that because that'll circumvent what I'm trying to do is clear my stash, right? I tend to make keys when I need them. So you see, I've already got one in my safe pocket. I do happen to have one in my stash, but that's about as much as you ever need. Do not sit on keys. The other big one, as you can see here, this one is more of a tricky one, is keys, right? I love keys. Sometimes they can be really shit. Sometimes they can be really good. But most of the time, I mean, if you're doing like daytime sort of looting and stuff like that, the keys aren't very good. It's totally random, this game, pure by chance, whether you get a blueprint or not. I don't care what any of the YouTube videos say about guaranteed spot to pick up a blueprint. That's absolute bullshit, right? It's totally random. You might get more fortunate, for example, doing a night raid, doing a cold snap event, which sadly they've removed now, doing like a hidden bunker or doing like a special event. That's fair enough. But taking keys during the day, not recommended. I happen to be sitting on a few of them. I do have a lot of friends of mine that play this, so I'm probably just going to hand them some of the keys, probably keep some of the blueies, definitely keep the pinky. Got to keep the pinky, take that in on a night raid, see what sort of lucrative looting run I can get out of that, right? So let's have a look, see what else I've got in my stash here. Let's go all. I am sitting on some augments that maybe I don't need. I definitely don't need the Tactical Mark 1. I simply don't use them. I was playing with some free loadouts and testing some audio and doing some stuff with the video work before. So I'm just going to get rid of that. You can recycle them. I may as well just recycle it. I don't need the money. I've got 1.1 mil, so I really don't need it. These ones I'm going to keep. They're not the best augments in the world. I do prefer like the more aggressive ones, especially the combat ones and the survivor ones, but these are the ones that I just have for now, so I'm not going to do anything with that. Shields, for example, this shield is ready to go. You could spend money and repair it. I'm just going to bin it because you just don't need it. You can recycle, get the plastic back. I'm sitting on more. You pick up shields everywhere, right? So you don't need to hoard shields. Do not hoard shields, especially light shields. Right? Medium and heavy, I get, keep it, whatever. But like you see, like here, one of these is an 81. May as well keep that. Move that in. I'm going to just move my bobcat out of the way. Let me just get like my normal sort of gun on here. Let's get my Venator. I'm going to put that back, and maybe let's just put like a Beretta in here. Oh, look, I'm sitting on a level 2 Beretta. See if I can upgrade it. Yes, I can. So I've got some more simple gun parts. May as well use those. Let's upgrade it again, like level 4. All right, looking good. I might as well keep that. Pull that in. Let's get my loadout in check. I can put some of this back now. recycle this. So this stuff, yeah, you can sell it if you need the money. I'm more inclined to recycle everything now because I refine everything I need. When you get to like level 3 refinement, you can pretty much make anything, except the stuff that you get from like Celeste and stuff. So let's recycle that. Don't need that. I'm gonna probably just keep that there. This is very good to recycle on here. You get springs, exactly, metal gun parts and springs. Water pumps, man. Don't sleep on the water pumps. Water pumps are good. You know, this is where you get your oil. A lot of people are looking for oil all the time. There's more water pumps around, I swear, than there are oil, well, at least from my experience. But recycle, get the oil. And then basically, now we're going to start taking stuff from my stash into my loadout, just so that we get a clearer picture. I've finally managed to empty my backpack at last. How long's that taken? So let's do some, let's get a loadout here. So obviously first things first is ammo. It's always ammo. Venators are a double shot pistol, so they take 2. Remember to always take more if you're taking a Venator. So 80 rounds is actually 40 in a Venator, be careful. Yep. I could actually make some more. I've got my light one there. May as well bring in some ammo for the light one. In fact, he's a little beauty. I'm going to bring in some more ammo for him. Don't normally bring in 2 pistols, but just for fun. And actually, I want to clear my stash a bit. I'll give this one a try. I'm actually sitting on a few of them anyway. May as well use them. And let's keep going. So we've got our bombs and grenades. I do like some seekers and bits and bobs like that. Everything's gone from the stash. So now let's have a little look, see where we got to. So let's merge the stacks. And I've managed to now clear 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 slots from being too overloaded to now clearing 11. And bear in mind, I don't need all these blueprints, right? I shouldn't even have all these. There's a lot of other stuff that I shouldn't even have in here. For example, surveyor bolts that I'm sitting on for other people to upgrade their workstations. Rusted gears. I know everybody's looking for rusted gears to get the gunsmith level 3 up. I can totally get rid of these as well. These are good ones. So a good way to get things like medium shields, to get these, right? A lot of people running around everywhere trying to get arc and trying to pick them up one at a time. And it's good, but these take space. If you've actually got the other ones, where are they? Let's see if you... Yeah, these ones here, the advanced power cells. So these are good to make shield recharges for like medium shields and stuff like that. And obviously you need them, especially if you're rocking heavy shields, you definitely need these, right? But from time to time, you end up having loads. Like if you pick up some of the husks, you know, the rocketeers that have been like downed on the floor, you're going to always get these. If you have bastions and bombardiers, if you love fighting arc, you're going to find these quite a lot. And people end up sitting on them, kind of like what I'm doing here. So what you can do is you can actually recycle them and get lots of arc power cells from them. And a lot of people don't realize this, but I don't go around really necessarily finding these little ones all the time because I tend to fight bigger arc. So I tend to always get these ones, you know. I get the little ones as well, but these ones I pick up quite a lot, to be honest. So don't be afraid to recycle, man. Always recycle everything you've got. And then if there's other stuff that you're sitting on that you're unsure whether you need it or not, I mean, things like this. I've got so much health here, but I do a lot of fighting all the time with like bigger matriarch and queens and bombardiers and bastions and stuff like that. Having any form of health, in my opinion, is very, very good. Like here, you see I'm taking in extra bandages. You know, I'll probably I always take in a defib, so let's bring in a defib. It hasn't really split the stack yet, but it will the next one I do, so that will reduce the stash even more. If you're sitting on tons of grenades, Jesus Christ, just use them. Like bring them into the fight. They're really good. So for example, I might even just bring in 3 of those for the next fight. You know, never know who you're going to bump into, especially with raiders. PvP is rife in this game, and like especially with the aggression matchmaking that's going on. If you fight, generally you're going to need to bring in stuff that goes boom. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. So as you can see, like I've managed to sort of get my stash a little bit smaller. 4812, and I could just keep going. You know, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to leave it there, and I'll get back to you with another video another time. Happy raiding, guys. Peace out.